Good morning. Welcome to the Shir of Zera Shimshon. This is Chaf Aleph Shvat Tavshin Pei, and this is Parshas Yisro. And I'm going to read you from the Gemara that he quotes. This is from Ches in the Parshas Yisro, and he's quoting from the Gemara. We have a little bit of a different lashon, so I'll quote that. Tana luhu Rav Chia bar Rav midifti. We learned from the Rav Chia in Rav, the son of Rav from Difti, Yamoid Ha'am al Moshe. This is quoting the pasuk from Yisro. The people stood over Moshe min ha'boker ad ha'erev. So it's kind of a prolonged court case. It was from the early morning until the evening. The Kitala, the Gemara even asks, Kitala daitcha sheMoshe Yosef Edan kol hayom kulei. You think Moshe is sitting there and judging people the entire day? He says, Matai Nasis, Masai Nasis. When is Moshe Rabbeinu going to have time to learn? This is coming to teach us that Kol Dayan Shedan Din Emes Lamitai. Any judge that judges the truth, absolutely. Afilu Sha'achas, even 1 hour. It's as if he becomes partners with God in the creation of the world. Pretty big deal. It says, and it says there, they stood upon him from the morning until evening. It says in the Ma'aseh Bereishis, the first of the Aser Sadeh Bros, first of the Maimorim and the 10 Maimorim that was created the world, that he stood the same lashon Erev and Boker. So the Gemara continues. Yesh the daktek ma'ula mitai. So this is the Zera Shimshon, not the Gemara. He says you can be medaktek, you can be particular about the word la mitai. Why does it have to say it twice? The emes la mitai. Ma inyan zelazer. What does that one got to do with being partners in Ma'aseh Bereishis? Be'isa b'm'ela dvorim rabba. It's brought in the Midrash Rabbah. Omer Rabbi Ruvain chais Moshe LaKadosh Baruch Hu emes. The seal, the signature of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is truth. Well, lama emes. Why dafka emes? Because emes yesh boig shloisha oisiyos. It has 3 letters. Aleph rishon shel oisiyos mem. M Sa'is and Taf is the Seifei. So the first letter is the Aleph, the middle one is the Mem, and the last one is the Saf. Lemer ani Rishon ani Acharin mibaladai en Elohim. We'll see the pasuk in Yeshayahu later. Who be'echad umi yeshivenu. Who is one and who will reply? Omer Reish Lakish HaKadosh Baruch dan v'chaisim la'atzmai. Kadosh Baruch Hu himself judges and seals that judgment. What's this midrash coming to tell us? One judge, if it's only one judge, which is supposed to be 3 judges minimum, right? But let's say it's one judge. He's a mumcha. So he has to let each one claim each litigant claim what they have, and then afterwards he's machriya, he judges their case. He decides between the two of them who's right. L'chein aleph hu rishon. The first aleph is the first one. So first, he looks at their merits. So the taf is the last letter of all the letters, which is he's looking at the negative side. Mem emtsa'is kimay im yiu sham shloisha she'echad mizaka ve'echad mechay ve'echad machriya b'neim. So it's as if there's 3 judges there. He's taking the role of 3 judges, and it's one judge. He's taking the role of 3 judges. He has to look at both sides and then decide between them. Ani rishayin l'zachus or ani achrein l'chayiv. So I'm the first to make the merits, and the last to obligate them. And then, besides God, there's nothing. So the judges are called in the same lashon as Elokim. Okay. And before it says in the pasuk, this is a mistake in the print over here. I changed it. It's in Yeshayahu Mem Gimel Chafvav. Hazkireni nishafta yochad. So I remember. It says, "Help me remember. Let us join in an argument. Tell your version, which is what we allowed the litigants to do, that you may be vindicated." Okay, that's the pasuk there. And then afterwards it says, "Ani rishoy v'ani achrin." Afterwards it says, "Koyamar Hashem Melech Yisro v'go aloi Hashem Ani rishoy v'ani achrin u'balodai ein elokim." So I am the first, I'm the last. Besides me, there's nobody. So, and this is he's judging by himself. In King Kol Hadan Dinem Islamito Afilu Sha'achas. Therefore, if he judges properly, the absolute truth, even 1 hour, Klemer Shehu Dayan Yechidi, he's judging by himself. He's the only one. V'dan be'atzmai Tainus HaZechus v'Achayva, and he looks at the merits and the demerits of each one of the litigants. V'yachad kach machriya b'neim, and afterwards he decides between them. Keramez milas emes, like it's hinted in the word emes. Mimidas kaina yeshba, he has the media of his own creator. V'siyam akasa mibaladai elokim. Holshuta v'mayisa. There's nobody else beside God, of course, but I could be a partner. And that's what the Gemara means, that he's like a partner in the creation of the world. Why does it say it's a shuta v'maisa breshis? Because the last letters of breshis, Bora, Elokim, the last letters is Tav, Aleph, and Mem, which makes the word emes. Sometimes mitzad din he's actually exempt if he comes to judgment. But if he wants to be fulfilling his heavenly obligations, that means beyond the letter of the law, then he'll be obligated. We're talking about somebody that might want to fulfill his heavenly obligation, not to be guilty of anything in any form or fashion. The Yisro Parag the Metzia says, that's what he means by the judging of the truth. He's got to be strict in the judgment like it is. Is din emes is that he shouldn't be obligated. He's pater, din, right? But mitoi means he wants to fulfill his heavenly obligation and go beyond the letter of the law. Inami behahi de'aminin hasam, says the Gemara in Bamitzia there, Echein hu b'shulchan aruch and Choshen Mishpat, Siman Shin Sif Aleph, Shnaim shehifkidu etzel echad zeh mana v'zeh masayim. So two people came and deposited something by a bunch of money by a person. One deposited 200 zuz, and the other one deposited 100 zuz. So who's right? Each one said, no, I put the 200. So it's a buri, right? So he gives 200 to each person, and he loses 100 from his own pocket. Why? He was negligent. He should have written down who gave him the 200 and who gave him the 100. So if he wasn't careful about who he took the money in from, and they're claiming it back with a bori, which means a clear cut vada, is they're certain that they gave him 200, so he loses. But the truth of the matter is, he's not obligated midini adam, because neither one can claim. Somebody who wants to claim money, you got to prove it. So if they don't have strong absolute proof, they can't claim any money. The Taisvis in the first parak of Shabbos, which we're doing here, says on this statement that he judges truthfully, absolute truth, is lapuke din meruma. That excludes if he's doing it in a crooked, a perverted way. The kavanas divreim, what do they mean by that? Shadayan mechuyav ladin al pi emes shenis ames lai. The judge has to judge according to what the truth appears to him, that's clear to him. V'zeu la'amita, that's what it means, la'amita. V'lo al pi hatayna shabal yadinim, not because the two litigants sound like both of them are right. Imhein machisha emes, because they're actually contradicting truth. One says this way, one says that way. How are you going to prove who's right? How in the Sma, in the Shulchan, in Choshen Mishpat, in Siman Tezvav, Siv Katan Tezvav. Ve'im eino barur lo ha'amis, the Sma says there, if you're not clear, the judge is not clear about the truth, you should just remove himself and say, I can't paskin. I can't decide who's really right. But in the case where the two people are claiming, one claims that I gave 100 and the other one claims 200. There's got to be somebody that's doing a trick over here and trying to squeeze out more money than he deserves. So still the judge can decide that no one should give more than 100, but he's saying you should each give two, that the man who was deposited, and then the nifkad, the one that was deposited by, he should give 200 to each one. That's, even though it's a din maruma, it's a little crooked, because the nifkad, the person that was deposited by, should have been more careful and written down who gave him what. That's what he means, la'mitoi. He should have been careful about a perverted din. Since he wasn't careful, the loy copied. He's not makbid. If he's not makbid on giving his money away, so let's just do it. So he's got to give the money back according to what he selected. I mean, it was his fault in the first place. Where is it hinted that afilu sha'achas? That's an extra words in the Gemara. How do you mean even 1 hour, 1 second? The Komer call dayan shadan afilu sha'achas. If you dan din emes afilu sha'achas, what does that mean? Ish the taretz the haboiker muteres. The word haboiker ad erev is extra. The dai hayalomer min boiker ad erev. What is the extra hay in the word haboiker? Elovadai boal hashmi'enu is coming to teach us. He's not sitting there the whole morning, as it seems from the Gemara that they have to stop when it's time to eat. So what does it mean ha-boiker? It means the time it takes from alois hashachar, which is about 72 minutes before the nates, until the netzachama. It's about 1 hour, okay, more or less. So there's different opinions about how long it takes you to walk 5 mil, but we're saying it's about approximately an hour. The haboiker mashma hachi, and the hay from the word haboiker is understood that way. The haino hay milim chamisha milim boiker. So there you have the exact shear of how long they should be sitting in judgment. She'omer Chazal and the Gemara in Pasachim said, "Me'alei sashachar ad neitzachama chamisha milim." From alei sashachar, from the first sunrise, not sunrise, but from the rays of the sun coming up until you see the sun going over the horizon, it takes about 5 mil. Since there really isn't a segula from the Zera Shimshon this week, only long stories. So I thought I'd perhaps share a few segulas from the Torah Wellsprings from Rabbi Biederman, who is if you didn't read it yet, you should get it every week. So he said there's many segulas for Parnasa, and I'll share a few with you this week just so you have a segula. Okay, number 1 is davening with a minyan is misugul for Parnasa. There you go. You daven with a minyan, you're going to get Parnasa. The Me'or B'Shemesh says in Parshas Mishpatim, which is next week, writes that when you daven with a minyan, Hashem will bless your Parnasa, and you will have a good and abundant from Parnasa. The Yismach Yisrael wrote to his Hasidim in Tafrei Samach Zayin to strengthen the pillar of Tefillah I encourage the business younger light that they should always daven in a Beis Hasidim, which is the Beis Medrash, every morning and every evening, which is Tefillah B'tzibur, even if they need to wait until the minyan gathers. They should wait and learn something in the meanwhile. I guarantee them they won't lose anything from this. On the contrary, they will be blessed with bounty. And have a wonderful week. Be blessed with much bounty.